That was amazing. You are such a beast. I love spending time with you. You know, I really want a stable relationship with you, but unfortunately, my wife, I'm married. Do you hear that? Oh no.
Babe, I'm home. I knew it. Who is this barnyard horse? I knew you've been horsing around on me.
This is not what it looks like.
Nay. Don't give me that horse shit. I come home from a long day at work and are those stirrups? Is that a whip? What are you doing with all those carrots?
Welcome
to those of you who are going to be joining us.
Or hearing this at some point.
Yeah. So I think we're really feeling the Saturday recordings, guys. Hopefully that's cool with everyone. I can't remember if we had specified the day on the Patreon page, but I will update that. And I am very sorry. I don't think I posted the episodes to Patreon this week, and that is due to me still not having a laptop.
It's still out being serviced?
It is still being repaired. I should have it next week, though, at some point. Because I think they said 7 to 10 days, I think they told John. I'm not really sure what they told John, to be honest with you.
Is John really sure what they told John?
He's not. They also said, oh yeah, they'll call you every 2 days with an update. And I was like, well, it's been a week and I haven't heard anything, so maybe not. That's not what they said. But, hopefully I have it back this week. And I can't download anything on my work computer, so... So that is why.
You
I
told
can
me to bring my
from,
computer. I can
do it from him. I can do it from the big computer, but John's always on it, so I never get a shot at it. I'll probably post him tomorrow. I'll probably borrow John's laptop tomorrow because I got to work on my holidays.
Well, you're down a laptop, but I'm up an Apple Watch.
Oh, so fancy!
I know. I really probably shouldn't be wearing it in here because it's going to be buzzing. Well, who am I kidding? No one ever contacts me.
Oh, stop it! People text you all the time.
No, I don't get texts that often unless it's a group chat from where I work. And it was going berserk the other night.
Why was it going berserk?
Because
COVID stuff?
No, it just every 2 seconds someone replies and they'll and I love me a GIF. Don't get me wrong, but when it goes off every 2 seconds with a different GIF, and then you also get notifications if someone hearts something or hits the reactions. It's so and so said this, so and so did this, so and so did this. So I'm I don't care. I just want to know what they said.
You can mute it. You can mute those group chats.
I know I can do that, but then it gets out of control, and it's I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you're scrolling 100 messages.
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
I get that.
But I am very excited about my watch.
I've actually never had a Long Island iced tea before.
Really?
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It tastes like brisk.
Well, this is the Captain Morgan pre-made Long Island iced tea. So this is not as I don't think it's going to be as troublesome as getting free.
Having a Long Island iced tea.
Yeah. Also dangerous are Grateful Deads, but I don't like them as much as
What's in a Grateful Dead?
I think there's some raspberry and some grenadine and
weed.
no weed. But
acid perhaps.
May have. But they're not as good as the Long Island iced tea, in my opinion.
All right, let's give away some money.
Money.
And I want to say, I hope you guys are okay with this, but I haven't really seen an episode that I want to give the 300th episode. So what I'm going to do instead, if it's okay, I'll take that $300 and hoard it. No, I'm just kidding. I'll take that $300 and instead of doing $25 a week, we'll do $50 a week for 12 weeks, which will give away the $300. So $50 a week for 12 weeks instead of doing the $300 for the 300th episode.
All right.
What do you guys think about that? Whatever. I mean, it's my money anyway, but
it's my money. I need it now.
George Sink.
JG Wentworth.
Oh.
877 cash now.
Because now we're giving away $25 a week now for comments on the blog, and we do the raffle, which we're about to do again, like every week. And people have been loving that. So imagine that being $50 a week, at least for 12 weeks, which I think that's right. 12 times 25 is 300, right? I don't know. But anyway, up to...
I don't know. Feels like a lot, but maybe not.
Well,
I don't know.
25 times 4. Yeah. 12 times 25 is 300.
So I don't know. What do you guys think of that? I hope you guys like that. And if not, I don't know.
I feel like Jen and my opinions are irrelevant on that subject.
Yeah, it is. Where's my money? It's coming out of my bank under my mattress. All right, let's give away this money for this one.
Monet.
We have
a lot of entries this week.
Yeah, we have a lot of entries. Just going through the comments right quick. We had 2 episodes. Well, we had 3 episodes, 2 stories. One was the Marcel Patio case. 28 comments.
Oh my God, Savin Hill. That's literally the street that my dad grew up on.
Wow.
In Dorchester.
What are you talking about?
Savin Hill. No, he grew up on Sawyer Ave, but Savin Hill was the hill right near his house.
So why don't you read that? That's from Ollie.
Allie,
fellow masshole here, coming at you from Savin Hill, Dorchester. Longtime listener, first time commenter. Love you all so much. Can't get enough of your podcast. As someone who works from home, you guys keep me sane. Thanks for making Tuesdays my favorite day of the week.
Oh, hey, Allie.
Here's Rachel's.
Oh my God, throwback to the days where there used to be clues. I miss those days. You ladies came up with some great drinks.
Well, thank you.
And then I said, came up. That's right. The drinks have definitely gone downhill.
Well, maybe if you gave us some hints that we could make a theme to drink to, then they would go back to the way they were. But someone doesn't want us to have fun.
Yeah, what is this one that Marty says, is this pitter patter of 4 feet a test run? I don't know what that means. And no, I'm not having a child in the future. But I will say that I can actually, being a man, my sperm can actually be used even on my deathbed.
Ew.
Gross.
So
Erica says that we should cover the Ken and Barbie killers. We have already.
Gosh, that was early. That was real. That was like episode 4.
4. It was episode 4.
Yeah, 4. Gosh.
No.
6?
One of those.
Another great episode. Love you guys. Keep up the good work, John. And only John. So for the guillotine, I think you guys really like the guillotine one.
Yeah, that was a great story.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from that one. 21 entries, and we're going to give away the $25 gift card, right? Meow. And remember, you can win more than once, so
keep them coming.
Keep them coming. Keep commenting on them. And the more stories we put out, the more times you can actually,
the more chances you get.
More chances you get. And you don't have to leave a really good comment. I just don't want people to be like, comment, or like, whatever. Hi. Yeah, at least say something that's 3 words or 4. So if you want to go ahead and do the bongos.
As long as the 3 words are not go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Be kind.
Be kind to us.
All right, pick winners now. Here we go.
Emily.
All right, Emily.
Ooh, from the UK.
Ooh, across the pond.
From the UC. Code.uck.
Never.
I don't think I've ever heard it. Yeah, I've never heard anyone say that before.
I think you've just started the thing.
I don't like it.
All right.
The UC.
Emily.
Where's the ook?
Thank you so much, Emily from the UC. You won $25. I'll send that out as soon as I can. So
you'll have to use it on Amazon because it's an Amazon gift card.
Well, they have Amazon over there.
I know, but I was thinking about how is she going to use it if that is not the form of currency over there, and then I was like,
if that's not the form of currency,
quiet.
We'll just let her. She corrected herself on her own.
I did. I shouldn't have let you know what my original train of thought was. I make that mistake far too many times.
I never hold it to you though.
Yes, you do.
All right. Well, we can have this shot dedicated to Emily then.
Yes, Emily in the uke.
We also have a bunch of requests still for Everclear, but I'm going to space them out a little bit because we did one last week, so I'm giving us a break this week. So next week
I don't know how much of a break you're giving us. This thing, I don't like the way it smells. It smells gross.
I think I'm going to like it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining. Tyler, our new Supremo. Thank you so much for joining.
Oh, hey, Tyler.
I just saw it on the thing.
Oh, thanks.
Surprise shots. Surprise shots. We don't know what they are because they're a surprise.
Fuck. That was the worst one we've ever done.
What was that?
Oh, that was fucking terrible. Oh.
That was pineapple jalapeno tequila.
What the fudge? Straight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck would buy that? Why did you buy that? That
I
was
thought it looked interesting. I like jalapeno margaritas.
okay,
like with stuff.
Stop picking stuff off the bottom shelf.
It was not. It was a good brand. It was Dolce Vita tequila. And, you know.
Oh my God. That was freaking
I thought
terrible,
it would be better
dude.
than it was.
I feel like it would be better if it was just jalapeno or just pineapple.
All right. Well, that one was a fail. But hey, that's why they call it surprise shots.
All right. Tonight we got two stories for you. One is something that you'll never unsee.
Perfect.
Took me a while to find the video for it, but
Oh, God.
I fucking got it.
All right. So we should drink more of this Long Island iced tea is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, where's the bottle?
Are we going to get any? You're just going to show us the video.
Yeah.
No context.
If you want me to show you the fucking video with no context.
I don't know. I think I need context. Because the last time we saw a video with no context, it was the one lunatic, one ice pick.
Which was a great video. I thought. Well made. Well produced.
I don't know.
I don't know. Someone gets on live chat. You guys can decide whether I show them with context or not, but it's got to be soon because we're getting rolling here. Now, I can't actually show this video because I want to put it on YouTube. And even the like unlisted thing we're doing now with the live stream, I don't even want the video to be on YouTube there because I don't want to get banned or whatever.
I feel like I'm going to have to go to church after watching this video.
Well,
Tomorrow's Sunday, of course.
this is why Saturday recording works.
Right, but except I have to be at work at 7:45 in the morning.
Tomorrow?
Oh,
And you go to church?
rude.
I don't know how I'm going to do both. I might go to church at night.
You're going to want to confess to this as soon as possible.
Wait, are we about to watch it?
Oh, shit. You know, as a Catholic, you have to confess this stuff. So if you say, Father, I watched this obscene video
Bless
for the
me,
podcast,
Father, for I have sinned.
and then he's like,
a decade since my last confession.
I confessed before. I went to confession before Christmas. And you know what? Honestly,
It's probably been more than a decade, actually.
Well, I know, like, I don't want to go too deep into it, but like, it had been over 2 years since I had been to confession, and when I went, I just felt so. I'm not trying to convert anyone or anything.
you can
but like,
confess to me.
no.
Call me Father.
I'll pass on
I mean,
that.
she
Thank
already
you.
calls me Father.
That's gross.
Anyway, but like after I got
my daddy issues are not that
She calls me Father. Oh, yes, Father.
I just don't like. I obviously don't understand, but how that's a thing. I know it's not a thing with you, but I'm saying like I don't think I could ever. I'm not judging. I am not judging, but I just don't comprehend.
No.
Anyway, so I just felt like I literally felt like
kind of like a
peace,
therapy session,
but different. It felt different than therapy. It felt like really like a fresh, clean slate.
Oh, maybe
and
you should
now
go more often.
I should. I should go more often. You're supposed to go all the time, but I don't.
Tonight, we're going to Washington.
State?
Yeah, Washington State.
Oh, there are plenty of serial killers out there.
There are.
I don't know. Let me just tell you the name of this city. It's pretty notorious for this.
Notorious.
Enumclaw. Okay, good. You haven't heard of it? Holy
Where in Washington?
We're going to go to the Good Wharf right now.
My sister used to live out there, and I've been there quite a few times.
I will tell you that
It's very pretty.
the Puyallup police are involved.
Oh! Puyallup.
Or maybe it's the next episode. I can't remember. I saw that name. Pull-up police. All right, let's take the shot so it settles in before we watch the video.
Cheers.
Which is in the video countdown is in 3 slides.
Oh, God.
All right, cheers.
Much better. That was good.
I still have the aftertaste of the other one.
E&J apple brandy. That was good. I like that.
That was good.
Ugh.
And you don't even normally like caramel colored liquors.
I normally don't, but I like that. That one is, I bought that. I think it's an ingredient for Brittany's request.
We shouldn't drink the whole bottle then.
We just need a little bit because it's a component of her shop.
Aha.
We'll be good. We'll be good.
Welcome to Talk Murder to Me. My name is John. I'm sitting here with Jen and Nicole. Tonight we have a lovely episode for you guys.
He says facetiously.
I mean, is that like your favorite adjective? You use that all the time. I'm
Lovely.
not judging, but I
lovely?
think lovely.
Yeah.
I like the word lovely.
I like it.
Isn't she lovely?
So we got a lovely episode for you guys tonight, and I put all my sources, photos, and videos on talkmurder.com. You can go there, be a part of the story as I present it tonight. Also, we are giving away $25
every week.
All you got to do is comment on the blog and then put your email in that little box there that says, hey, click me, put your email inside of me. Put your email deep inside of me, and then you're automatically in the raffle, and then we raffle off a $25 gift card every week. So Emily from UCK, congratulations, you are this week's winner. If this is your first episode...
Good luck.
If this is your first episode, it will most likely be your last. So it was nice to meet you.
Thanks for stopping by. We're almost 300 episodes in, so Seattle is to the west of that, right?
Yes, it's up to actually the north of it.
It's like
northwest.
It's just north.
Geography person, you tell me.
Zoom in. It's right up the north.
Because I'm trying to
see where that dot is above where the red is.
So my sister used to live on Whidbey Island. Can you see Whidbey?
No,
we're not going to Whidbey. We're going.
I'm orientating myself here. Okay.
This is a Enumclaw right here. Tell me what you're looking at now.
Looks like a death notice.
Kenneth Pinyan, engineer, service date August 19th, 1997.
Well, tell me what this is. Like what?
Died July 2nd, 2005. Boeing Frontiers.
Boeing Frontiers. So this is their memorial site. This is all the people that work for Boeing that have died. And there's a lot more too. As you see, I cut it.
Wait, so Boeing lists every person that has worked for them that has passed away?
Yeah.
On their website? That's kind of nice.
And it was like 30 people in July of 2005.
Well,
was
Boeing
there a plane
is a
crash?
Huge company.
Huh?
Was there a plane crash?
Crash.
I'm serious.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
So they're just listing deaths. It's non-work related deaths.
Yeah, it's not work related. I doubt they're work related. I know this guy.
Look, you have July 10th, July 14th, July 5th, July 2nd, July 1st,
Boeing
July 10th.
It's a massive company. There's tens of thousands of employees that work for Boeing.
Yeah. So, but it was kind of, it's kind of cool. Well, this is all July. So, and I cut out about 30 names just so I can fit on the slide.
So, yeah. So this is like all alumna of Boeing, people who worked at Boeing.
So the guy that I highlighted there, Kenneth Pinyan, engineer, started in 1997, died July 2nd, 2005. I wonder how he died.
Was he murdered?
I don't know.
Service date is like when he started
with the Boeing,
company?
yeah. So service date, August 1997. And obviously, you guys know this if you're listening, but Boeing's a big aeronautical engineering company.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of Boeing here.
Yeah, I think they're getting in the space race too.
I think so.
But is Boeing and Lockheed Martin, and I think there's like one other that's huge.
That are going into space or what?
No, the big
planes?
Plane companies. Kenneth Pinyan, he lived in Enumclaw. He lived on a little farm. And a little bit about Enumclaw. If you type in the city name, for some reason you don't see this story. I guess they're really good at drowning things out.
I've never even heard of that town, to be honest.
Well, the story name has the town in it.
Oh.
It's a town of about 10,000 people. Enumclaw is a city in King County, Washington. The population was 10,669 at the 2010 census. The 2019 estimate is 12,190. The Enumclaw Plateau, on which the city resides, was formed by a volcanic mud flow from Mount Rainier approximately 5,700 years ago.
Do you guys, I like Rainier cherries because I really like them. Mm-hmm. The yellow ones, they're really good.
Never had them.
Delicious.
So good.
All right. Tell me who this is.
Is that Mr. Pinyan?
That's Mr. Pinyan, yeah.
Which one? Both of them?
Both of them, young and old.
He looks like a young Tim Curry.
He looks like he's about to have some fun.
Yeah.
On the left?
Yeah.
On the right?
On the right looks like he had too much fun.
That does not look like the same man.
It does not.
He did not age well.
Look at his eyes, though. His eyes. He's got a droopy eye.
Yeah, did not age well, is what I will just say.
I'm pretty sure that
he went from looking like a young Mick Jagger to looking like a deranged Marlboro Man.
You see Mick Jagger, I see Tim Curry.
Yeah, I see Mick Jagger.
All right, talkmore.com. I'm putting that photo on there.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just think it's interesting. I can see Mick Jagger too when you said that.
Yeah, he does look like Mick Jagger. So, Kenneth Pinyan, there on the left, seems like a fun guy. Wonder what he could get into. Probably nothing good. But he's a smart engineer from Boeing, so it's probably not too bad.
I mean, maybe this was like his personal ads photo. I don't know.
He also goes by the name Mr. Hands.
Oh, no. I don't like that.
Mr. Hands.
I don't like that.
It sounds like a
yeah,
Halloween.
I don't like it. Let's move on.
Mr. Hands.
No. We're moving on.
Uh,
All right, Mr. Hands.
So
okay. All right, I'll try to.
Was he? Did he have a side job as a hand model?
Did he have a side job of giving hand jobs,
or did he just was he just very handy or handsy? Handy or handsy? Which was he?
I'm actually starting the story July 2nd, 2005. That's his death date. So we're starting when he died. He actually died prior to being driven to the Enumclaw Community Hospital. His friend drove him in there. And this is, like I said, July 2nd, 2005. This guy, Kenneth Pinyan, engineer for Boeing, lived in Gig Harbor. I'm going to tell you my thought process here and how I tried to force the story into this week's rotation. The next story we're doing is the tube sock killer. So I was like, tube sock?
Oh, no.
What could relate to tube sock?
Of course you would pick that story.
Well, what could relate to tube sock? We haven't gotten to
What
it
do you
yet.
think? What do you think? When you think tube sock, what do you think?
You think of teenagers, prepubescent teenagers jerking it
into a tube sock, a la American Pie.
Which I didn't know that they made those things so
long.
No, like so sticky.
Was it Bridesmaids where she was talking about like I could crack his like
I could crack a blanket in half.
Yeah, the dryer eats the socks. No, your boyfriend or husband's jacking off in them.
Oh my God, that's what happens to socks.
No, there's a secret compartment under the dryer.
Oh.
For what, jerking it?
No, you want to have sex with your dryer?
I usually just do it right here at the table.
Well, I mean, girls just need to sit on top of the dryer, and that's where the
oh my gosh, there was
the cups on.
I will tell you, Jen, your
website?
chair is freaking so comfortable, especially when I'm butt naked.
Shut the fuck up.
I got Vaseline all over myself.
No!
Like, I know that he probably does that in here, which kind of makes me uncomfortable. I don't like to think about it. But also,
I've done it a couple times in here.
You probably have. I mean, it's your house. Like I'm not going to judge you. Like, do you, whatever.
Do me, I will. Thank you.
He does himself in here.
We have security cameras in the living room.
In the living room.
Yeah,
I took this one out.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, this is Kenneth Pinyan, Mr. Hands. That's what I want you to start calling me.
I will die before I call you that.
July 2nd, 2005, Enumclaw Community Hospital. This man is wheeled in. He's basically dropped off at the front door. His friend...
In a wheelbarrow?
No, but his friend, being also his roommate...
Oh, they were roommates.
Yeah, I'm feeling that shot already. His friend and roommate basically dropped him off. Kind of like when Nicole got bit by a dog and just like threw her on the thing. Take care of this. And then I'm like, speed off. You know how you do? Mm-hmm. Okay, so His friend drops him off at the Enumclaw Community Hospital. So you're seeing him right there. If you go to talkmore.com, I'll put a before and after photo. I think there's like a 20-year difference, at least for the hairstyle it is. The before looks like he's in a porno. I mean, let's just be honest. It looks like he's making a porn. The next video, depending on your taste, you could also say he's making a porn. The next photo.
No, that is definitely a mugshot.
The next photo is a mugshot. He does not look too good. But remember, this guy, Kenneth Pinyan, is an engineer at Boeing, and they don't hire just anyone.
Right.
Okay, they wouldn't hire me for the janitor position. Enumclaw Community Hospital. Kenneth Pinyan is dropped off. He's seeking medical attention. Now, they don't know this at the time, but his friend drops him off and says, my friend needs medical attention right now. Something's wrong with him. He's not responding. Please take care of him. Then his friend just bolts.
That ain't right.
Now, from the Seattle Times, October 19th, 2005. Quote, medics wheeled the Seattle man into an examination room and realized he was dead.
Oh.
End quote. So, Mr. Hands is dead. Kenneth Pinyan is dead. And the roommate, which, how do you think they would figure out that who dropped him off?
Video
Security
footage.
camera?
In 2005. Yeah, I guess I could do that. But so he had his driver's license in his pocket. And then they just, excuse me. The decedent had his driver's license in his own pocket. So obviously
had the roommate's license in his pocket?
had his own. And then they figured it out.
And they had the same address.
Damn it. Y'all got to work with me because I'm already buzzed.
I'm trying to work with you. I'm sorry.
She's also already buzzed.
All right.
This is what happens.
Yes.
The King County medical examiner said he died of acute peritonitis.
Isn't that like an inflamed bone?
No.
Oh.
What do you think it is? Peritonitis, and I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's basically an infection. So let me continue from what the medical examiner found. Acute peritonitis, which is an infection, due to the perforation. What does perforation mean?
Like a puncture.
Puncture. Acute peritonitis due to a perforation of the colon.
Oh.
Oh boy. Something went up his butt.
I think there were more than roommates.
All right.
Oh, my butt hurts.
Oh, yeah, it's going to hurt. This is from sepsis.org.
Is this going to be worse than the Blippi video?
If the perforation occurs in your bowel, it may be called a perforated bowel. If your GI tract is perforated, the contents may spill into your abdomen and cause peritonitis and infection. Such an infection can lead to sepsis.
Now, the roommate, as I'll get to, his name was James Michael Tate. He's a truck driver, and he's the one that left him there. Okay. However, they looked in Mr. Hands' pocket and found his ID, said Kenneth Pinyan. They ran the background check because the police were obviously involved. They ran the background check and then they went and found the roommate, James Michael Tate. Okay, this is the last slide before the video. Well, actually, no, this is not the last slide. You just read that. So, let's watch the video. The video is actually on a pornographic website. That's the only place I could fucking find it. But this is the death video. But remember, he didn't die during the video. He died after. But, Jen, I want you to just close your eyes for a minute because I'm going to pull up this porn site, and there's obviously vaginas and peni on this site. And I don't want you to see anything that is going to scar you for life. Besides this video, which is 100% going to scar you.
I also want to know how you found this.
I don't want to know how he found this.
I just typed in tube sock. Just kidding. This is one of the most requested true crime stories ever. All right, don't look. Don't look.
Don't look yet.
This is so fucked. Okay, tell me when. Don't you look yet, but just tell me when. And it's only like 40 seconds.
Okay, thank God.
It's not very long.
40 seconds is a long time.
Just
you talking to the mic at least, because
I'm ready.
All right, is everyone ready?
Not really.
Here's the deal. If you look away from the video, you have to take a shot.
Okay.
If you look away twice, you got to take 2 shots. All right,
are
3, 2, 1, look.
Oh, I see a bum. What is that? I knew it.
Holy shit, like a big... Is that a horse? That's a horse going into his anus.
Why did he think this was a good idea?
Look at his wiener flopping. Ew, he's trying to shove it in his... Oh, God, it went all the way in there. Did you see it go all the way in there? Oh, he's like pumping it now.
Oh, no.
Oh, he just... No. Look at the wiener. It's so floppy.
Stella's like, it's okay, Jen. It's okay.
Did anyone look away?
No.
Be honest, because I got it on video.
You should rewatch the video. Nice, Stella. Thank you, girl.
Tell everyone what you just witnessed here on Talk Murder to Me.
I saw a man get raped by a horse. I told you that horsing around was a clue.
Okay, so that's the video called Mr. Hands.
Why? His hands were not involved in it.
Does it have to do with like, isn't a hand, like hands on a horse is how big a horse is or something? Like 14 hands.
What? Tell me how big.
Yeah, 14 hands is like, that was wine.
That was at least 18 inches long. That was a large.
The horse's penis was 18 inches?
That was more, it was bigger than 18 inches, I think.
I didn't realize a horse's penis was that big.
Well,
I think they get bigger. Don't they grow like they get on horns?
I don't fucking know. How am I supposed to know? I mean, he's not have sex with horses.
He's not walking around with that thing flopping. It's dragged the ground.
No, I would assume it's kind of like a dog with Red Rocket type of scenario.
Like it's inside of
that thing comes out. Holy shit!
A horse is a large animal.
That he's what we call a grower, not a shower.
Thank you. Nicole's right about the horses measured in hands.
Oh, all right. So Heather says Nicole is right about the horse measured in hands. Is that why he's called Mr. Hands?
Maybe.
Okay, so what you just saw was a 40-second video of a guy willingly having sex with a horse.
Was it willingly?
Did he not grab the horse's wiener and try to position it?
I thought that was the other person.
I don't know.
We need to rewatch it.
No. I'm all set with that.
No, we have got to figure this out.
I'm not looking at that again. I'm not. That did scar me for life. I will never look at a horse the same way again.
There were 2 people involved. One was filming. The other guy, which was Kenneth Pinyan, Mr. Hands, he was using his own hands to put the horse's dong in his boots. This episode, you're going to really be...
It gets worse?
Well, some of the things I'm going to talk about include dogs.
Well, you know what I was thinking about was that one terrible thing that we were thinking about with the toy box killers and the knot thing, and I was wondering if that's what got this guy.
Yeah, maybe that's why Google recommended it to me. He's like, you've recently talked about a knotted penis from a dog. I recommend Mr. Hands. Okay.
I just want to know why any human would think that is a good idea.
Well, apparently it is
a bad idea.
No,
throw up a little
apparently it is widespread.
Like popular?
Very popular, because he was actually making this video to sell.
I know, Stella. Disgusting.
All right, so what do you guys think? So obviously you can tell how his bowel was perforated. Did you see that first time that horse really pumped in there? He went all the way. You said that was 18 inches long. Where does that thing go into his colon? It goes all the way through there and literally about out of his mouth.
I mean, so
it punctured his colon, which means a perforated colon.
I just want to know, I need to know, only for the context of this episode to be very clear, but I need you to look up how long is a horse penis. And I don't think I've ever thought I would ever say those words in my entire life. And it's very upsetting to me. This is just very upsetting.
Yeah, I don't like anything that involves animals. It's a weird form. It's like animal cruelty. It's abusing animals.
It is.
And I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Oh, bestiality. Ugh.
All right.
I honestly almost want to vomit.
Yeah, I
This is from-
I have the physical feeling in my mouth.
I do too.
This is from the livestockexpert.com. Why do horses have big willies?
Because they're large animals.
Maybe I shouldn't use that source.
I would agree with that.
Shit. Let me get an actual source. The only time when Wikipedia is what I use. All right, let me see. The penis within the penile sheath, stallions, have a very vascular penis. When non-erect, it is quite flaccid and contained within the sheath. Do I have a sheath? No, I don't have a sheath.
No, if you're circumcised, you don't have a sheath.
Oh.
Right?
Would they de-sheathed me?
I don't know. I don't know how that works with humans.
Yeah, I think it's a different thing.
Yeah, because in the animals, they go up.
Holy shit. When not erect, the penis is housed within the prepuce, 50 centimeters long, which is 20 inches, and 6 centimeters in diameter. The retractor, let's see how long it is when he's on horns. When he gets horns, it increases by 3 to 4 times. That thing was huge, man.
It was huge. It was like
that was 3 to 4 times is like 60 to 80 inches.
It was large.
Large and in charge. Hey, Jen, what happens in the barn stays in the barn.
Girls think of bananas, rice, apples, and toast.
Jen is scarred for life.
I know.
Which is the point.
What is a donkey show?
It's what they have in Mexico. I may or may not have seen one, but it will scar you for life. It's basically the same thing. This is actually
this is for pleasure.
Yes, this is a lot more popular than you think.
I try not to judge people, but I can't not judge you for that. I'm sorry.
Well, in fact, this wasn't
lest me be judged.
This is a very popular activity, more than you'd know. So if you ever go to a petting zoo...
But why don't you just go to a sex shop and get a dildo? Why do you need to have a horse?
Horses, German Shepherds, all this stuff.
No, not my Murphy.
German Shepherds is the most... I mean, because they can really pump it in there, Jen.
Can you stop? Just stop. Just stop.
They pump it and dump it. All right.
Stella
I'm really upset about this whole thing.
Well, it's technically a murder, right?
Technically.
All right, if you want to read this.
There is no evidence of injury to the animal to support animal cruelty charges, said Dan Satterbury, the county prosecutor's chief of staff. This is the only crime we can charge.
All right, so what do you think that crime was?
Bestiality.
So the case name is called the Enumclaw Horse Sex Case. And it is the 2005 most read story in the Seattle Times. The prosecutors actually couldn't charge... Well, the one guy's dead. Mr. Hand's Kenneth Pinyan is dead. And I would like to say he did leave a wife and a family behind.
Oh, gosh.
So his wife... I mean, think about being his wife. Obviously, she didn't know about this. Oh, my God, my husband died. What happened? Car wreck? Heart attack? I'm just going to need you to come down to the station. You know what I'm saying? How do you tell a widow that her husband was getting fucked by a horse and the horse perforated his bowel, which the actual cause of death was sepsis. So that was the peritonitis. Basically, your bowel splits open, which the bowel holds the doo-doo.
Yeah,
right.
It's very
and
toxic if that happens.
Yeah, so the
Sepsis is
doo-doo comes
deadly.
out into your body, and it's, and it leaks out of your body.
Well, that's why we have the bowel, is to get rid of those toxins.
I know. So it's in his body and his bloodstream and all that stuff. That's why he died. But he was already dead before he got to the hospital. That's why I read that quote, because it's very important, because, that shows that the roommate dropped him off pretty much dead.
So, but did the roommate said he needs medical attention? Did the roommate say this is what happened, or he just said he needs medical attention? Bye.
Well, they found a series of videos in the farm. So they lived on a farm, and
so he had a wife and kids, but he also had a roommate.
Yes, he did have a wife and kids and a roommate. That is what I'm seeing here. the roommate, James Michael Tate, and there was another guy too. I don't know if he was a roommate, but he was an unidentified man, but I found his name because why not?
See, Niquise, aren't we glad that we did this before?
Yeah, we're going to need a palate cleanser.
His name is Greg Cooper. I don't know if he was involved in all this sex stuff, but they obviously arrest the roommate, James Michael Tate. But what can they arrest him for? Because at this point in time, bestiality is not illegal.
It's not?
It's not.
Is that a bi-state thing?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Guess what case made bestiality illegal?
This one.
This case right here. That's why.
You mean this entire time until 2005 it was legal to do that?
At least in this state.
People didn't know people were fucking horses? Most of think about the Senate. They don't like when they voted the bill. I mean, obviously, I'll show you the stats, but it was like 36-0. Like everyone voted yes for the bill. Because I mean, who votes no?
They were absent that day.
I object. On what grounds? A horse fucker? Nay. Nay.
Oh my God, I might pee my pants.
That was good. That was good. Good job.
Oh yeah, that was
funny.
funny.
Thank you.
Man, oh my gosh.
Okay. So,
wait, who do we think would vote against that? Like, we should have a slideshow of our senators and be like, definitely no. Definitely yes. No, maybe not.
Oh, man.
So, all right, on live chat, Wolfie asked about what was he charged for. She says not reporting a death. That's a very good guess, but no. So you can't charge him with animal cruelty. Basically, animal cruelty is what you would charge him now. Okay, bestiality falls under the animal cruelty statute now, right? There were laws that we have made in the past, like, you know, you can't, and I'll read the quote, but the actual Constitution, but gay, sodomy, anal sex, all that stuff was prohibited, but never this, because I guess people just didn't know people were doing this, right?
It would not have been my first thought.
I just don't understand how you can say that sodomy is illegal, but this is not illegal.
Because you don't know it. I mean, how many people are doing this? Have you ever heard of people doing this? Because I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of people doing this. Well, there were people overseas, soldiers overseas, that would get caught having sex with goats and stuff.
Okay, but they are the not that it makes it any better, still animal cruelty.
They are the giver.
They are the giver, not the receiver.
They're the pitcher, not the catcher.
No, but here's the thing though. And
they ain't gonna get sepsis if they're the ones that are, you know, but it's still fucking disgusting nonetheless.
Like, how can you say
and it should be legal?
That having sex with,
even
like,
in 2022,
it
should be illegal.
How can you say that? How can you say
you're telling me a man and a
goat?
German Shepherd can't fall in love and be in love? This is 2022. Okay?
I am sure.
Listen. How can you say?
I know how you feel about our dogs, but you do call Luna your girlfriend. However.
But like, listen. So how can you say? Can you say you cannot sodomize another human who could reciprocate those feelings, but you can get off on a goat or a horse, or have a horse get off on you? Because I definitely saw some ejaculate in that video, and I will never forget
the horse
that.
Ejaculated.
That's what I said.
I don't think sodomy is illegal in all states at this point.
No, not now.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, like, I'm saying going back, like, how can you say that this? How can this case? How can you say that this is not? I'm not saying you, John. I'm talking like in general. Like, how could that be legal until this case, but the other not?
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, this is never. No one has ever died, and this case is notorious, obviously.
But people have died. Like, the people have. Oh no, but you're talking about the other part. Okay, sorry, I got confused on the sides.
Also, this is the what do you call it? The advent? Well, not the advent, but the internet was a novel thing right now. right? I mean, not really, but 2005. So, and the videos out. What does that mean for 2005, especially the reaction videos? Right, were big. A lot of kids have seen this. I've seen YouTube videos of kids watching this, 10, 11 years old, for reaction purposes. For reaction videos, you know what that is, right?
Yeah, I know the reaction videos.
Yeah,
but what do you think that pornography is? You get a reaction out of that.
Yeah, but that's
reaction videos are someone it's watching someone watch something.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Anyway,
maybe to answer your question
cut
is
that last 10 seconds.
Maybe to answer your question is this: it went viral. Let's just say that in 2005. I mean, as I said, the most read stories in the Seattle Times, which Seattle Times is the paper if you're in Washington. Mm-hmm. That's like the state paper here. I mean, everyone's
Boston Globe or Boston.
So imagine that being on the front page. Man dies of getting fucking bangs by a horse. And not only that, which we'll get to, but it wasn't even on his farm. It was his neighbor's farm. So how do you even, as a neighbor, because he didn't know about it.
The neighbor didn't know?
No, the neighbor didn't know. But how do you even look at that horse the same? I'd have to sell him. I'd be like, you know what, Charlie the horse, I love you, but I can't look at you the same. You just fucked that guy to death.
But I wouldn't look at it that way because I would put it on the human who was sentient and knowing that like they did that. I wouldn't put it on the horse. It's not the horse's fault. The horse is an animal.
I know, I get it, but it's just like, would you be able to look at the horse the same, Jen, in the eyes every day and feed him corn, put corn in his mouth, Jen?
I don't know.
Put that nice corn, that big...
Stop it!
Corn cob?
Corn, big stalk of
corn cob?
Hard
Can
corn.
You stop it?
Okay, so our good friend Tacos Primo Wolfie on live chat says, is the crime not reporting a death? And so I asked, what could they actually charge us for since this specific thing isn't illegal at the time?
So bestiality wasn't a thing until this case.
No, it was, but it wasn't
Technically
in
not a
law.
crime.
It wasn't technically in crime.
Yeah.
So so the guy did plead guilty, James Michael Tate, but they could only charge him for trespassing. So
onto the farm?
Onto the farm. That's the only thing they can charge him for.
There was no evidence of injury to the animal to support animal cruelty charges, said Dan Satterberg, the county prosecutor's chief of staff. This is the only crime we can charge.
So the neighbor and the owner said that they were neighbors for years, and he was, quote, shocked when the police showed him the video of the July 2nd incident. So this guy, Mr. Hands, has a wife at home in the farm. He lives with his roommate. They sneak out 2 a.m, go to the neighbor's barn, unstable the horse, and make this video. According to Kings County Sheriff Office, though, which investigated the farm, they found a lot of these videos. The farm, that specific farm, the neighbor's farm, was, quote, known in internet chat rooms as a destination for people who want to have sex with the livestock, end quote. Like I said, when I did this research, I was like, oh, this is a one-time thing. That website that we went to watch this, if you go to the homepage, that is all you see is girls, guys getting fucked by everything, goats, a lot of German Shepherds, horses.
Stop saying that.
Well, it's true. Horses. I mean, they're just getting plowed by all these livestock. It's more popular than you think. I mean, those videos have millions of fucking hits, and some of them are fucking gross. Real fucking gross.
How are they all not gross? But
they are. I'm saying, like, that is more popular than you think. So this is honestly kind of an epidemic here. And there's some links that we're going to talk about later that will really open your eyes about this stuff. So let me see. The unidentified man who was Cooper wasn't there that night, so he wasn't charged, but he was also the roommate. So this is from the Boston.com. You want to read the headline there?
Man pleads guilty in horse sex case.
Or just read the thing.
Seattle. A man has pleaded guilty to trespassing in connection with a fatal horse sex case. James Michael Tate, 54, of Enumclaw, was accused of entering a barn without the owner's permission. Tate admitted to the officers that he was entering a neighboring barn last July with a friend, Kenneth Pinyan, to have sex with a horse, charging papers said. Tate was videotaping the episode when Pinyan suffered internal injuries that led to his death. Tate pleaded guilty Tuesday and was given a 1-year suspended sentence, a $300 fine, in order to perform 8 hours of community service.
8 hours? Holy shit.
And no contact with the neighbors.
8 hours? What the fuck? I've gotten more than that for shit. 8 hours. 8 hours. That's a day. That's not even nothing. Fucking 8 hours. $300 fine. Anyway, so James Michael Tate, 54, Enumclaw, guilty of entering a barn without the owner's permission, admitted that he entered the barn and had sex with a horse, or filmed his friend having sex with a horse. 1 year suspended sentence, $300 fine, 8 hours community service, no contact with neighbors. Investigators also found 100 pornographic bestiality videos of Tate. So he was also getting horsed, and others. Now, let's talk about the bill that was passed. Right after this happened, the Washington state legislature passed a bill, and this is considered a Class C felony from now on. Prohibits animal sex and videotaping. Now, I put a little bit about the history of banning sex. Banning sex has been something our society has done for a while. In 1970s, we banned oral and anal sex. That was during the big gay right push. We banned that. The law was repealed on the 1st of July, 1976.
But how do you enforce that?
It's dumb.
Gay rights?
No, I mean,
it was anti-gay, I guess.
But oral and anal sex, how do you enforce it? Was that illegal for everyone or just for
everyone? Yeah.
So how do you enforce that in a married home? You can't.
Well, it's just to demonize it. So your kids growing up will think it's evil. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's illegal. That's, nah. You can't do that. Nah. You know what I'm saying? It's just to demonize it. But they can't obviously. Unless you do it in public, if a cop sees you getting horsed or doing someone in the boots or whatever, then I guess they could. But I don't know. There's a lot of quotes that I saw in this case, 2 that I'm going to show you, that I don't know. I feel like maybe intentional or maybe my mind is just really dirty. But anyway, if you want to read this, this is from the News Tribune, February 12th, 2006.
I know this has been the subject of a lot of press, and I know that there are some who feel that this is something unnecessary, said Senator Adam Klein of Seattle, a co-sponsor on the bill. The fact is that we had a gaping hole in our criminal...
Wait, can you read that last sentence?
The fact is we had a gaping hole in our criminal statutes. It ought to be criminalized. I think this bill is a moderate step in that direction.
Come on. Who uses the term gaping hole? She did that on purpose. Come on. She did that on purpose. Anyway, the bill was approved 11th February 2006. The bill passed on a 36-0 vote. Obviously, imagine it not being. It's who the fuck voted against this? Senator Pam Roach from Auburn said, quote, "It's really a bill that will protect animals who are innocent by the fact that they cannot consent," end quote. It didn't look like he was having a bad time, I'm just saying.
Oh, stop it.
Bestiality, which is not how you think it. So bestiality doesn't have an A in it. I was thinking BEAS.
Yeah, I thought that was it too.
No, it's spelled BESTIALITY.
Oh, that's weird.
Is now a Class C felony, 5 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. Videotaping is also a separate fine, a separate conviction under the animal cruelty laws. And that also restricts the videotaper or the accused from owning animals, and they require counseling, forced counseling. They have to go to counseling. Now, this is a photo I found in a French textbook. This is something that doesn't kind of relate, but it shows the anatomy of a horse and a man. And I'm just being honest, I don't want to put this in there.
No.
La chevaux en communor.
Is this from a French textbook?
Yeah. It's just trying to show you the anatomy similarities, but it looks like he's banging that dude. Who the fuck? Why? Who approved this for print?
I get what it's doing now.
Because the palms.
You didn't get it when you first saw it?
No. Well, no. I mean, like, it's meant to show the similarities of the bones of the horse.
Dude, then put it side by side.
Yeah,
you don't have to put it underneath.
So bad.
Holy shit. You wanted to do this episode first.
Yeah, so I can try to erase it from my brain. I'm glad I said so.
Okay, let's move to 2010, because this guy, James Michael Tate, that they found 100 videotapes of him having sex with horses, he went to counseling, had a $300 fine, and then he's fine. He definitely didn't try to do this again.
Of course not.
If you want to read this is from the Times News, 7th of January.
Oh, no. And so he moved to Tennessee now.
Yeah, he moved to Tennessee, which is, we're kind of taking the case. Is
Tennessee one of the states where it's illegal to fuck a horse? I feel like he should look that up on Zillow or something before he moves.
Well, there's a connection.
He's on the registered horse sex offender list.
There's a connection here. And I'm going to kind of push the case into another direction, because this guy, Mr. Hands, the infamous Mr. Hands, he died. So, but now, as I'll show you, Mr. Tate, he's still horsing around. He shouldn't use that.
No.
He's still doing his thing.
2 sentenced for sex with animals on Maury Farm. 2 men have been sentenced for engaging in sexual activity with animals on a Middle Tennessee farm. Maury County Sheriff's investigators said Thursday that 58-year-old James Michael Tate pleaded no contest on Monday and was given 10 years of probation. 44-year-old Kenny Thomason, the farm owner, pleaded guilty on Tuesday, was given 2 years of probation.
All right, so he pleaded no contest, given 10 years probation, Middle Tennessee farm. Also a 44-year-old Kenny Thomason, the farm owner, he also pleaded guilty, received 2 years probation. Videos were seized. Now,
I feel like you need to take a survey before you are allowed to own a farm. Like, are you planning on, like...
I grew up on a farm. We didn't fuck horses.
Well, I'm proud of you for that.
I mean, pigs, different. Hogs. More pushing for the cushion. Or whatever. More
cushion for the pushing. Get it right.
All right, so we're done with that case.
Okay.
But moving on to this guy.
Are we just diving into the next episode?
No, we're diving into another.
Like, I'm sorry. I think this was talk murder to me, not talk horse fucking to
I just got in a rabbit hole, man, or a horse hole, and I just could not get out.
Like, we are going to lose listeners who start to listen. If this is their first episode, they'll be like, never again. And anyone who has ever listened to us who doesn't know.
Well, then they'll just give us a 1-star like they all do. So fuck it. All right. This lovely guy. He looks like he's some fun. This guy also is related to Michael Tate, or James Michael Tate, which is why I put him in there.
Oh, no.
I didn't force this together, I promise. This will be quick. This guy who you're looking at now, his name is Douglas Sprink. In 2005, he was pulled over in his SUV. He was pulled over in his SUV for having 372 pounds of cocaine.
That's a lot of cocaine.
They actually watched him load the cocaine. He was pivotal in ratting on his drug dealer, which was a pretty infamous drug dealer in Tennessee at the time. And the police undercover sting watched this guy getting cocaine, 372 pounds of cocaine loaded into his SUV. But he did have this weird sticker on his car. And I put in my notes, Jen, read this. I don't know why I put that. If you want to read this.
Oh, God. A Monroe police commander said Monday that when Douglas Spink's sport utility vehicle was pulled over in 2005, Spink was strangely protective of a female German Shepherd that was with him, and he had stickers on the car indicating he was an animal man love activist. Are you satisfied?
That's just terrible. I fucking hate people.
Yeah. So they pulled this guy over for having 169 kilos of cocaine. And the detective in charge of the case says, quote, "It struck us all as very odd. We really had never dealt with it before. I mean, you're driving around with 169 kilos of cocaine. You might be concerned with yourself or the predicament you're in, but he was just really concerned with the dog," end quote. They had a very close bond.
I am afraid of asking this question, but I feel like I need to ask it.
What does the bumper sticker look like?
No, it's kind of worse than that. Like, if you're an animal man love activist, like with a female dog, right, and you're a male human.
Oh God, I guess I don't know.
It could go. There could be multiple activities,
right? But I'm wondering, like, where would
you could do the peanut butter trick? Put peanut butter in your ball sack.
I don't have a ball sack to put peanut butter, and I'm glad.
All right, let's fucking finish this before we fucking lose subscribers. Okay.
If they've not already done so.
Okay, all right, I'm going to run through this. Douglas Sprink was actually a wealthy entrepreneur in Oregon. He received 3-year sentence for trafficking cocaine. He brought down his drug dealer because he ratted on him, Robert Kessling, who served 17 years. This guy, Douglas Sprink, now lives on a crudely built compound in Whatcom County, which is right near the Canadian border. He was arrested in April 2010 for violating terms on his supervised release, engaging in animal cruelty, and withholding information about his travels and arrest. There was also a 51-year-old British tourist that was having sex with these dogs that was also caught and arrested, and his family didn't know. So this is an international thing. So they find these things in the internet chat rooms, and if you want to have sex with a dog or a horse, then you can. So at his farm, there were multiple dogs. There were multiple dogs on the farm. The, quote, compound had several dozen animals, from horses, dogs, and even mice. Sprink was running a bestiality website from his compound. Tourists could come and have sex with animals. They also found child porn, which I don't know if we're going to get into, because I can tell you guys already want to end this episode, but I read an FBI report where this is actually more common than you think, bestiality. And usually when bestiality is present, so is child pornography and child molestation. It goes hand in hand. Even the Michael Tate, the Mr. Hands, they found child pornography on the premise. That is concerning. That's very concerning right there. So if someone gets arrested for bestiality, I feel like, I don't know how they're related. I'm not a psychiatrist, but for some reason, if you have a fetish for bestiality, then most likely you have a similar fetish for child pornography, which is sick. And that's from the FBI. Anyway, I'm going to go through this. The mice found on the farm were eventually euthanized. Quote, "This stuff is truly bizarre," the detective says. "These were mice that had their tails cut off. They were smothered in Vaseline and they had a string tied around them," end quote.
Oh, God.
Now, this was
like gerbling.
This was a real business. So as you see this is his corporate filings, the Exit Point Stallions Limitee. You see his name, Douglas Sprink. So this was an actual business. Actual business he was running. 51-year-old tourist, like I said, Stephen Clark of Peterborough, England, was also arrested. Sprink's lawyer suggested, his name was Howard Phillips, that there was no evidence on that his client violated any of these terms. Quote, "There is no..." Oh my God. Here's another one from the fucking lawyer, Howard Phillips. Quote, "There is no hard evidence he's being engaging in bestiality at all," end quote. The farm is called the Exit Point Stallions Limitee. And from the website, this is what it says on the website. Or it did. It's obviously shut down now. But this is what he wrote and what it says on the website.
"Are we unconventional in our approach to stallion care? Absolutely," he writes. He later adds, "We don't wall off sexual energy in our stallions as something dangerous or inappropriate, but rather channel that energy towards positive, safe, and appropriate paths. What? There's a proper time and place for it, and we work towards those sorts of skills rather than fighting an unwinnable fight against deeply rooted instincts."
I wish that the people that like were not watching this video could see like our. No, I just can't. No.
Okay, let's end this thing up because this has been going too long. The detective on this case said they've been having sex with full-grown horses. He has probably been doing this for 4 years, and it looks like it's been going on for some time, end quote. Now, real quick, the last thing I want to talk about is the relationships. Real quick, this is from the FBI reports. There's a strong relationship with interpersonal violence. Animal sexual abuse is the single strongest predictor of increased risk for committing child sexual abuse. And they list a few cases. 37% of sexual violent juvenile offenders, 37% of juvenile offenders, so under the age of 18, violent offenders of sexuality offenders had previously sexually abused animals as well, 37%. So you're asking me, like, why is this, because this is a huge thing. 37%. 95% of juveniles who had reported engaging in animal sexual assault had also sexually assaulted individuals. 95%. That is concerning as fuck. Okay, why is there a link here? I'll put this whole report on talkmore.com. Obviously, these girls want to get off of these cases, so we're going to move on to the next one. The next case is going to be the tube sock killer. An unsolved case, very interesting case. We're going to go through that one. That'll be out on Thursday. Be sure to subscribe. And talkmore.com, you can comment and win $25 gift card, just like Emily did from the UCK this week. And I hope you guys see you there, and I'll talk to you on talkmore.com. So, until next time, good night, you lovely, lovely people.